Good afternoon, Ray. I can see you. Can't
Good
hear you.
afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good. Thank you.
I didn't test for hearing. Can you hear me?
Sure
I'm kind of
can.
in a bucket. I've had a cold, so I'm not going to talk a lot, but here I am.
Tis the season, I think.
Ray, it looks like you changed clothes since this morning. Has it been that long since we've seen you?
I'm relaxing.
Is it? I still have the same cheap suit on from this morning, so if you guys are wondering, it's the same.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hello, Chair Bean. You already have members Mikulka and Frederick on your call.
Got the A team. Sharman, do you know if we're waiting on a few that RSVP'd yes or?
Yes, sir. I was just taking a quick look. I know that we heard from member Anderson as well, that she was going to be in attendance. And member Hoover was also planning to be in attendance. I believe perhaps it was just member Hess that we thought may not.
Okay.
And I see Dr. Anderson just joined. And I see member Hoover as well.
Right on time.
I believe that's everyone.
All right. Well, thanks, Sharman. I think we've got a quorum at least, which is a good thing today.
Yes, sir.
We'll call the meeting or the committee meeting, the program and curriculum meeting to order. Hopefully you guys have had a chance to look over the August 15th and September 12th meeting minutes. Did anyone see any additions or corrections? All right. Hearing none, we'll consider those approved. So we have a few action items or discussion items to navigate through, but let's start with Crystal. Crystal, are you ready to talk about program alignment?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Chair Bean. Good afternoon, everyone. So for program alignment, I'll have two programs for you today. I'll start out with the Automation Engineer Technology program that has gone through the realignment process. This program was last realigned in 2014. It had 2 exit points, a Technical Certificate C and Associate of Applied Science degree, with 5 common courses. Review of the Automation Engineer Technology alignment began in response to faculty contacting KBOR requesting realignment due to the need and requests from local businesses for a quicker exit point into the workforce. So a survey was sent out to business and industry contacts received from the Department of Commerce as well as the colleges offering the program. We had 8 businesses who completed the survey, with 4 representatives attending the BNI committee meeting in February. On April 4th, we had administrators and faculty from 2 colleges and board staff meet to move forward with the realignment process. A 3rd college provided feedback after the meeting. So as a result, the following updates were made. First, the combined BNI and faculty committee recommended keeping the 2 existing award levels, as well as adding a technical certificate A and B. All exit point options would still provide for institutional flexibility. Technical Certificate A would require 2 common courses, AC/DC circuits and industrial fluid power, and 3 support courses, OSHA 10 or 30, math, and employability skills or interpersonal communication. And these would also include the industry certification for OSHA 10 or 30. Technical Certificate B would require 1 additional common course, Programmable Logic Controllers, and 1 additional support course, Fundamentals of Motor Control or Electrical Control Systems 1. Our Technical Certificate C would require 1 additional common course, Industrial Robotics, and 1 additional support course, Actuator and Sensor Systems or Industrial Process Control. No changes were made to the Associate of Applied Science degree option. And while not a requirement for employment, AAS graduates would be prepared to take and pass the Control Systems Technician exam through the International Society of Automation. Next, the addition of the 2 entry-level exit points allowed for the reclassification of common courses and support courses throughout the program. So after the faculty committee meeting, board staff prepared a course comparison between the Automation Engineer Technology and the Industrial Machine Maintenance Technology program, which you'll hear about next, that were both being aligned concurrently. A course standardization proposal was made to organize courses with the same title into the same course category, so common courses versus support courses, across the 2 programs where possible. So this led to the recommendations for the following course changes to take place within the program. First, our common courses would now include AC/DC circuits, industrial fluid power, programmable logic controllers, and industrial robotics. And our 3 additional support courses were included due to identified BNI need. So we have math, employability skills or interpersonal communication, and fundamentals of motor control or electrical control systems 1. While the actuator and sensor systems or industrial process control common course will transition to a support course. But please note that while this is correct on the map as 3 credits, it is actually incorrectly listed in the issue paper that there is a credit hour range for this course. So this will be updated for the TEA meeting issue paper. However, again, it is correct on the map. There's just not a credit hour range for that actuator and sensor systems course. The proposed alignment map was issued for presidential comment from August 23rd to September 10th. 1 faculty comment was received that proposed a name change to the common course AC/DC circuits, but that was not agreed upon by the full committee, so we stayed with AC/DC circuits. So the proposed revisions to the Automation Engineer Technology program have been reviewed by our board staff and are recommended for approval by the Technical Program and Curriculum Committee. So with that, I would stand for any questions on this alignment.
Any questions for Crystal?
I have a positive comment, Crystal. This is Natalie Clark, that the zip code is the same one that we used in our new automation pathway. So I think it's very positive.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this is Ray. I'm just curious, is it common for this alignment program to be initiated at the request of faculty members?
Well, really, the request to faculty members was from business and industry in their local areas. So we had several areas that were requesting this, and basically that information was passed along from faculty. And then during our committee meetings, we did have business and industry from their advisory committees participate, who agreed that the Certificate A and Certificate B were necessary to get people into the workforce much quicker.
Any other questions for Crystal? If none, I think we need a motion and a second to approve the automation engineer technology program alignment and place it on the consent agenda.
So moved, this Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
I'll second. This is Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. All in favor of approving program alignment, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Perfect. Thank you, Crystal. Let's move on to industrial machine maintenance technology.
Thank you, Chair Bean. So you get to hear me again. So for program alignment, I have for your review the Industrial Machine Maintenance Technology Program that recently went through the realignment process. Before moving forward, I do want to point out that besides undergoing realignment concurrently, you will notice several parallels between industrial machine maintenance technology and the automated engineer technology alignment that you just heard about. However, despite the possible feeling of deja vu, these two technical programs do in fact fulfill different occupational codes and industry need. So with that said, the Industrial Machine Maintenance Technology Program was last realigned in 2014. It had 2 exit points, the Technical Certificate C and the Associate of Applied Science degree, with 4 common courses. Review of the Industrial Machine Maintenance Technology alignment began again in response to faculty contacting KBOR requesting realignment due to the local need and request from businesses in their areas for quicker exit points into the workforce. A survey was sent out to business and industry contacts received from the Department of Commerce as well as the colleges offering the program. With this, we had 20 businesses complete the survey and 10 representatives attended the Business and Industry Committee meeting in March. Then on April 4th, we had administrators and faculty from 6 colleges, 1 business, and board staff meet to proceed with the realignment process. As a result, the following updates were made. So first, the committee recommended to change the name of the program from Industrial Machine Mechanic to what you see here, Industrial Machine Maintenance Technology, to better reflect the broad career opportunities in this field. We have also allowed for some institutional flexibility on how the institutions would like to name that. They can use Industrial Machine Maintenance Technology. They can just use machine or maintenance technology as the slash indicates. So a little bit of flexibility with the program title there. Next, the combined Business and Industry and Faculty Committee recommended keeping the 2 existing award levels as well as adding the Technical Certificate A and B. All the exit points did provide institutional flexibility. So our Technical Certificate A requires 3 common courses: AC/DC circuits, mechanical systems, and mechanical systems reliability. 3 support courses: OSHA 10, math, and employability skills or interpersonal communication, and then would include the industry certification for OSHA 10. Our Technical Certificate B would require 1 additional common course, Programmable Logic Controllers, and the 2 additional support courses, Industrial Fluid Power or Fluid Power 1 and 2, and Fundamentals of Motor Control or Electrical Control Systems 1. Technical Certificate C would require 1 additional common course, Industrial Process Control, and one additional support course, variable speed motor controls or electrical control systems 2. No changes were made to the Associate of Applied Science degree option. And again, while not a requirement for employment, the AAS degree graduates would be prepared to take and pass the Certified Maintenance and Reliability Technician certification through the Society for Maintenance and Reliability Professionals. Finally, the addition of the 2 entry-level points allowed for reclassification of the common courses and support courses throughout the program. So as mentioned in the previous AET realignment, board staff prepared a course comparison between industrial machine maintenance technology and automation engineer technology programs that were being aligned concurrently. The course standardization proposal was made to organize courses with the same title into the same category, again, common courses versus support, across the 2 programs where possible. And this led to recommendations for the following course changes. Our common courses will now include AC/DC circuits, mechanical systems reliability, programmable logic controllers, and industrial process control. And then 1 additional support course, the employability skills or interpersonal communication, that was included due to identified business and industry need. The proposed alignment map was issued for presidential comment from August 23rd to September 10th, and no comments were received that requested modifications to the proposed program alignment map. The proposed revisions to the Industrial Machine Maintenance Technology Program alignment have been reviewed by our board staff and are recommended for approval by the Program and Curriculum Committee. And with that, I will again stand for questions.
Thank you, Crystal. I just want to commend you or your outreach to get 20 businesses to respond to your survey. I think that also indicates how important this is to Kansas industries. So appreciate all that. Any committee members, any additional questions for Crystal? Crystal, awkward silence means you did well. With that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the program alignment for industrial machines / maintenance technology and place it on the consent agenda.
This is Cindy, so moved.
Thank you, Cindy.
Second, this is Dr. Anderson.
Thank you, Tiffany. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed? All right. Thank you. We'll consider that approved. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
All right. Robin reminded me in chat that I forgot to do something with our meeting minutes. I do need a motion and a second to approve the committee meeting minutes for August 5th and September 12th. Ray, I see you grinning. Are you making the motion?
So move.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of approving the August and September committee meeting minutes, say aye.
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 Thank you. We'll consider them approved. All right, Ms. Sharman, let's get back on track with item 3B. Let's start with Wichita's Applied Science and Technology Accounting.
Yes, sir. Thank you. WSU Tech is requesting approval of a technical certificate B and an Associate of Applied Science in Accounting. They explained that they were approached by Koch Industries in 2021, as Koch had a vision to cultivate their own talent in the accounting field because of their need. And at that point, a specialized accounting technical certificate was developed, but as part of the WSU Tech's business administration degree. That existing certificate works alongside an applied learning opportunity with Koch Industries. And the program has been so successful that in 2024, Koch Industries approached WSU Tech yet again regarding the need for additional coursework. And this prompted the development of this program. Students are going to be prepared to sit for the American Institute of Professional Bookkeepers Certified Bookkeeper exam. 20 enrollments are anticipated the first year and 40 students in years 2 and 3. When we look at the Kansas Department of Labor long-term occupation projections, this indicates a statewide change of employment for this occupation of negative 0.5% annually, and a median annual wage of $43,580. The typical education needed for occupation entry is some college and no degree, and those annual openings equate to 2,171 jobs per year. This occupation is included in the most recent high demand occupation list from the Kansas Department of Labor as well. Our Lightcast job postings, we looked from September 2023 through September 2024, 3,733 total postings, a little over 1,500 unique postings were advertised statewide. The annual median advertised salary was $44,700. When we remove job postings with no education level listed, 55% of the postings indicate the high school diploma or equivalent for entry in the occupation. Pardon me, WSU Tech also explained regarding the Perkins CLNA that the committee recognized that there's a significant demand for accountants by calling out the number of job postings on Jobs EQ for the previous 12 months. 3 letters of industry support for the proposed program and commitments include interviewing program graduates, providing internships and advisory committee membership. We have 9 institutions currently providing a similar program, and the AY 2023 KTIP data is in your packet. Regarding collaboration, WSU Tech contacted Butler Community College and is also working with Pratt Community College regarding appropriate certifications for the program. During the development phase of this AAS, they collaborated closely with WSU as well to create an effective curriculum pathway between the 2 institutions. Wichita USD 259 also provided a letter of support for the program. They plan to begin the program in January of 2025, estimating a total initial cost at $88,553. This includes new full-time faculty at a little over $65,000, new adjunct faculty at a little over $22,000, and then $1,000 for instructional supplies and materials. Doug Mowry, the Dean of General Education and Professional Studies, will assume responsibility for the program, and no comments were received during the 10-day comment period. And we have several representatives from WSU Tech, and I believe I actually saw Dean Mowry on, and we would stand for questions.
Thank you, Charmin. Any additional comments from WSU Tech? Sorry.
Jennifer Seymour, Vice President for General Education and Applied Technologies. Doug is here as well as the Dean of the General Education and Professional Studies program. So we're happy to talk more about our program with Coke if you'd like to hear that or answer any questions you have.
Thank you, Jennifer. Any questions from the committee members?
So this is Cindy. I was just curious, more than anything, does the 2-year degree then transfer completely then into like the 4-year accounting degree that they would get, like everything would transfer over and they could take 2 more years and get the 4-year accounting degree? Is that?
Yes, ma'am. We have a 2+2 with the Barton School of Business at WSU. So everything transfers seamlessly into their program.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You bet.
This is Natalie Clark, and our finance pathway at the high school, that SOC code came up that you're referencing, and I believe we're 52.0801, so very close.
Natalie, did you want to expand on that, or?
Well, Charmin is the SIP code specialist, and when Crystal came, we invited her to our finance cluster review meeting. We brought up that SOC code as being high skill, high wage, and demand, and wondered about a possible aligned program. So I think it's very positive, and our SIP code it's not exact, but it's very close.
Perfect. yeah, we want to collaborate with high schools as much as possible as well for students who are interested in this pathway.
Any additional questions from the committee? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve Wichita WSU Tech's Applied Science and Technology and Accounting Associate Applied Science degree plus a Tech Cert B, and place it on the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
This is Natalie Clark. I make that motion.
Thank you, Natalie. Do we have a second?
Cindy, second.
Thank you, Cindy. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, motion carried. Also, thank you, Jennifer and Doug, but don't leave, because we're still with WSU Tech on item 2. So Sharman, we'll switch back to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. WSU Tech has requested approval of an additional program today as well. It is a Certificate A and an Associate of Applied Science in Quality Assurance Inspection. They explained that the proposal is a result of initial discussions in 2022 between themselves and Textron Aviation concerning the need for skilled workers to fill quality assurance positions. Additionally, at a quality assurance summit that was held in August of 2023 with multiple industry partners, they reinforced the need for a formalized program for this occupation. Students will earn the OSHA 10 certification. The institution is anticipating annual enrollment of 10 students in years 1 and 2 and 15 students in year 3. On our long-term occupation projections from the Kansas Department of Labor, we see a statewide change of employment for this occupation of 0.1% annually, an annual median wage of $50,200, pardon me. The typical education needed for entry is a high school diploma, and the annual openings equate to 884 jobs per year. This occupation is also on the most recent high demand, high wage listing from the Kansas Department of Labor. Our Lightcast job postings between September 2023 and September of 2024 show 3,257 total postings, almost 1,300 unique postings advertised statewide. The annual median advertised salary was $47,700. And removing those job postings with no education level listed, 74% of our postings indicate the high school diploma or equivalent for entry into the occupation. WSU Tech noted that the 2025-2026 Perkins CLNA report identified this SOC code specifically as one with that an occupation in which a pathway is not currently offered but is needed. There were 5 letters of industry support included in the packet, and commitments include interviewing program graduates, providing internships, assisting with curriculum development, and serving on the advisory board. Currently, this program is not offered by any other institutions in the state. Barton Community College does offer a program in the same zip code of 15.0702, but their program provides training specifically for scale technicians, and it focuses on the skills necessary to install, repair, and certify commercial and non-commercial scales. So WSU Tech determined to put their collaboration efforts into ensuring that business and industry drove the curriculum development. And they are using the Business and Industry Leadership Team, or BILT model, for the Program Advisory Committee. Renwick USD 267 provided a letter of support as well, and the college plans to begin the proposed program in the fall of 2025, estimating a total initial cost at $63,000 total, of which $62,000 is for new full-time faculty and $1,000 for instructional supplies and materials. Mark Scott, the Dean of Manufacturing, will assume responsibility for the program, and no comments were received during the 10-day comment period. And again, I know we have several folks from WSU Tech on the line, and we would stand for questions.
Thank you, Sharman. Jennifer, anybody from your team want to add some comments or?
Sure. This is Cliff Nelson, the project manager for the Quality Insurance Inspection Program, and I'm the one that actually went out to meet with industry and talk to them about the program. So glad to take any questions.
Thank you, Cliff. Any questions from the committee members?
This member Hess, I was just going to make a comment on that I would agree this one is definitely in high demand. We have a hard time filling our roles for QC inspectors at the plant and the manufacturing. So I would wholeheartedly support this from a business perspective.
Thanks, Mark. Anyone else? All right, hearing awkward silence, I will entertain a motion to approve WSU's Tech Cert A and Associate Applied Science and Quality Assurance Inspection and place it on the consent agenda.
Mike, this is Deb. So moved.
Thank you, Deb. Do we have a second?
Yeah, I would second it.
Thank you, Mark. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed, please say aye. All right. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Sharman. We'll consider that approved. But don't leave, Sharman. Let's move to item C, the Promise Act for the same program.
Yes, sir. This particular program falls under the advanced manufacturing and building trades category that is specified in legislation. And again, this occupation is a high demand, high wage occupation. So it meets the requirements for the Promise Act request.
Any questions for Sharman related to this from the committee? If not, I will entertain a motion that WSU Tech's Quality Assurance Inspection Program is eligible for the Promise Act scholarship and place it on the consent agenda.
This Ray, so move.
Thank you, Ray. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Thank you both. Cindy and Tiffany, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Perfect. Any opposed, please say aye. All right, we'll consider the program approved as Promise Act eligible. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. Thank you, Sharman and Crystal and all the committee members and the crew from WSU Tech, Jennifer, Doug, Cliff, thank you very much for joining and congratulations on all your hard work. Just a reminder to the committee, our next committee meeting is November 7th. And if you saw in your email, I think it was today, Sharman sent out some new program alerts. So please take some time to look through those. I'm sure they'll be on our November 7th agenda. And then also our next TAA meeting is scheduled for November 31st. So, and it'll be in person.
October 31st. I apologize.
Oh,
October.
Yeah, you're right. October 31st. I was thinking Thanksgiving and you had me at Halloween. So, but October 31st. Any additional items for the committee to consider? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Thank you, Ray. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Tiffany. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
If you're opposed, you're going to be on the call by yourself. So we'll consider this meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for joining today.